Jay's helping me out for this segment.
I wasn't missing this. Are you kidding?
Tableau Bar Bistro's lead bartender, J.S. Dupuis, in. Thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome.
And congratulations, you just won a big competition. Speaking of Canada's classic cocktail, on a Caesar.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
It was at the Bearfoot Bistro oyster shucking competition, and they basically also had a Caesar competition where we had to showcase our personal creation of the Caesar, and I won with the Bacon Caesar.
Bacon Caesar.
Yes.
So I'm guessing when you have to research a new Caesar cocktail, there's a lot of experimentation that goes on.
Absolutely, absolutely. Trial and error.
Trial and error?
Well, trial and error.
You've come to the right place.
You were telling me in the break, trial and error is kind of how the Caesar came to be.
Well, yeah, the Caesar was invented in 1969 in Calgary, which is basically this one right here, the traditional Caesar. It was invented with tomato juice with a little bit of clam broth. So Clamato was not there yet. It was invented the same year. And it was basically opening of an Italian restaurant, trying to make something that would go with an Italian theme. And there was a dish, a pasta dish with tomatoes and clams, which is basically where that came from. So vodka, all you need, vodka, Worcester sauce, a little bit of extra spice if you like it a little bit more spicy, celery salt rim, and Clamato and a stick of celery, and that's it.
Very nice.
And from there,
but then you can graduate into a Mexican flavored Caesar?
Well, you can start playing at home if you want to do something a little different. I basically did like a Mexican themed Caesar where I made my own tomatillo juice. So basically tomatillos, jalapenos, cilantro, lime juice, and pineapple juice.
Oh.
Put a little bit of habanero sauce in there. And what I did is I infused some tequila. This is a golden tequila, so blanco and reposado, a little bit of smoke, with just a pulp of the jalapeno, so you don't get the heat, but you just get the jalapeno flavor. Oh. And garnish, I got some heirloom peppers, just to garnish, to make it look nice. The rim, again, celery salt, a little bit of cumin and paprika. So it gives it a little spice.
Do you like to dress up the Caesar? I mean, we always need to have the rim salt, but, you know, it adds a little bit more flavor and also adds to the appearance of a Caesar.
Well, it adds to the appearance, right? You see with your eyes first, and if it looks good, it's attractive. I mean, those peppers just jumped at me when I was at the store, at the market, and it's just really nice BC little heirloom peppers. So always makes
and we got the food groups covered as well,
Absolutely.
too. So it's a healthy drink.
It's very healthy. There's
Very
pineapple, there's lime juice, you got a vitamin C. It's very complete.
I know a lot of folks depend on the Caesar as sort of the morning after drink, right? Because it has the Clamato juice in it. And so how did you come up with your bacon infused
Well,
Canadian
I was
Caesar?
working on a Caesar recipe, and the one I came up with was kind of missing something. And I find that when I'm missing something, bacon is usually the answer. So I decided to add some bacon to the vodka.
I really like you.
Yeah.
But bacon has really become the wonder food, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, it really has. I mean, it's in cupcakes, it's in ice cream, and now it's in our Caesar.
Well, it's very versatile, and it just adds like a lot of body, a little smokiness. And basically, it's part of your complete breakfast. You got the tomatoes. It's almost like a BLT in a glass.
There you go. All right, so show us how you make this one then.
So
Jess.
first, we're going to salt the rim. Well, you always want to hold your glass upside down so the juice doesn't kind of drip down. I like lime juice. It works really well. And you want to just dab the glass. Now, this rim is basically celery salt, and I smoked some oysters, dehydrated them, pulsed them. So it's basically smoked dehydrated oysters.
Wow.
This is high end.
Absolutely.
Very.
I like to use a little aperitif wine in it as well. It adds body. Great flavor. And this is my own particular spice mix. Basically, you can play with whatever you want. I don't like something too spicy. So I make it myself. Adds, again, a whole new level of flavors.
So what sort of spices are you putting in there?
I'm using Louisiana sauce, a little Worcester sauce, HP, some vinegar, you want to balance with acidity. And then this is my bacon vodkas. I use an overproof vodka. I use the Belvedere Intense because it's a little higher alcohol. You do lose a little bit of alcohol when you're infusing. Oh. And there's a lot more than just bacon in there. And it just, again, adds to the flavor. If you want to add a little extra flavor, I use what's called a bitters.
Okay.
This is a celery bitters. You just need a couple dashes, and it's really bright celery flavor, which works really well. And of course, all you need after that is a little Clamato.
How do you balance it off so that you know you're not overpowering it with one spice over the other? Because then it really takes away from the drink. Right?
Yeah, that's just, again, trial and error. And some people like their Caesars extremely spicy. I
I'm a mild
personally
kind of guy.
don't,
Yeah.
So it's all about balancing it. And in the vodka, I use a little bit of, there's shallots, there's also some celery, some parsley, some horseradish.
How come you iced afterwards?
Well, I like to ice afterwards so you get all the ingredients mixed together. So it's really, the drink is always the same. If, you know, sometimes you put a spice on top, you're drinking the drink, and after that you get a hit of spice. So it's just to make a more balanced drink. And then I figured Bacon Caesar, the best garnish you can have is just
oh,
little strip of bacon. There you go.
Very nice.
There we go.
All right, are you going to try that one, Jay?
Here we go. Oh, where's yours?
Well, I'll take a sip after you.
Cheers, everyone.
Okay.
Ooh.
Is that tasty?
Yeah. And the bacon's not overpowering. It's just right there.
It brings a smoke. It brings like a body, a background flavor.
No, but you can definitely taste it, though.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
A lot of bacon goes in this.
All right, the Tableau Bar Bistro is 1181 Melville Street in Vancouver. Go to tableaubarbistro.com. When you're in there, say hi to JS and get him to make you one of his Bacon Caesar cocktails.
That is fantastic.
It is delicious.
Thanks for joining us.
Congratulations
And
again.
congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for having me.